What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm out here on the range shooting the bow. I've got the Hoyt Ventum Pro out today and just putting some arrows down range. And one thing I wanted to talk about was target selection for your range and why I think it's very important to own at least one 3D archery target. We're gonna shoot a couple of shots here and then I'll kind of explain further what I'm talking about. All right, I'm just out here at, I think this is 22 yards, and I'm shooting my 3D deer target. I'm just right here at close yardage, going through my steps. Just executing good shots. All right, let's head down range, take a look at the targets. Kind of want to talk about why I think you should have certain targets on your archery range and the benefits of each target. All right, we're down here on the range. Got my 5-shot group on the 3D target. We're all in that 12. Looking good, feeling good. But yeah, so like I said, what I want to talk about with your target selection on an archery range. There's several different targets that I like to have on an archery range, a personal range, and that is one, a bag target or a block target. So that's this guy here, and that's a target that you can move around freely. So you can move around and put it odd distances on the range, and maybe just distances that you're not stepping out, that you can kind of set it off to the side and practice gap shooting if you're shooting a multiple pin sight, or just judging yardage without a rangefinder. So I like to have a bag target for that. The next target I like to have on a range is a big block target. So this thing is made by Block. This is like a, I don't even know what that is. Probably a 4x4, like a 4 foot by 4 foot. With a big block target like this, you can shoot out to long ranges and not worry about, you know, shooting over, under, or to the side of the target. Another nice thing about having a target like this is you can do walk back tuning really easily with a big target. You can start at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 yards, use the same pin, and you likely won't be dropping off the target. Walk back tuning is, I mean, somewhat advanced form of tuning, I guess, and I can make a video on that later. But like I say, today we're talking about targets. The next thing I like about a big block target like this is you can have multiple spots to shoot at. I just use a can of spray paint and kind of just paint on my own spots on this target. So got multiple spots to shoot at so that you don't tear up your arrows if you're shooting close distance like this. Don't do that. That'll tear up arrows pretty good. But another good benefit of having a block target is, just like I said, it's kind of a catch-all for your arrows. It's a good backstop. So with a big 4x4 block target like this towards the back of my range, I can put all my 3D targets in front of the block. So if I'm shooting at my 3D targets, just whiff a shot, something happens, that block target's gonna catch my arrow and I'm not gonna send it off into the woods behind it. So I like having a big block target. That's a staple of an archery range. So we've talked about the bag target and its benefits and the block target and its benefits. Now we're gonna talk about 3D targets and why I like to have at least one, if not a few, different 3D targets on my range. So starting off, we've got a 3D deer target. This is a Delta McKenzie. It's like the cheapest of the cheap target you can get at Scheels. I think I paid $110 for this 3D target. It's got a replaceable insert, which is nice. You can order those online or through Scheels, or you might even just be able to call Delta McKenzie to get a replaceable insert. The nice thing about having a 3D target like this is you actually get the outline of the body of an animal that you're going to be hunting. For me, whitetail, I eat, sleep, and breathe whitetail hunting, so I want to have a whitetail target on my range. If you hunt elk a lot out west, it would not be a bad idea to invest in an elk target. They can be much more expensive. Like I say, this was, I think, $110 at Scheels. Elk targets from either Delta McKenzie or Reinhardt. Any of those targets, you're probably talking, I don't know, 500 to 1,000, probably more if you're going with the high-end stuff like the Reinhardts. If you're hunting elk as your main species, every single year you're going out, every September you're out there chasing bulls, it might not be a bad idea to invest in a 3D elk target. Reason being, it gives you a very realistic outline of the animal to shoot at when you're target practicing. Like this whitetail target, we've got this thing set up and I'm shooting right here in the center. These are all just perfect kill shots. And over time, you'll develop that like second sense in your head. Let's say you're new to archery hunting, or even if you're a veteran archery hunter, you will always benefit from practicing on real life targets, just like this. So I'm following this leg up just on the inside of the leg, and then I'm coming across mid-body and I'm finding that T intersection and I'm putting that arrow right there and aiming for that every single time. Like I say, these inserts are replaceable, so if I wear an insert out, I can just go order a new one for like 25-30 bucks, pop it in, and we're good to go. Now, if you cannot afford a 3D target, many places make outline targets that are either like a canvas or a paperback, but they're a big outline, and they're usually an outline or a picture of like an antelope, whitetail, mule deer, elk. Anything you want to put on an outline, you can probably find it online to put on a paper form. Now, what's beneficial about that is at least you get the anatomy to shoot at. So many of those outlines will have the anatomy of the animal outlined in red or white or something like that you're shooting at. You're getting an idea for what that animal's vitals might look like. One thing I don't really like about the outlines is that they are not realistic to the actual body size of the animal. That's where 3D targets come into play. This is a pretty realistic size of a whitetail deer, at least a doe. It's a realistic size of how tall they're gonna be, how wide they're gonna be. So you get a realistic idea of how big their vitals are, what you need to be aiming for, what you need to be looking for in the structure of that animal in order to find your kill zone. Like I say, for me on whitetail, I follow the inside of the leg up until I get about halfway through the body, make a T across the halfway point, and there you've got just dead center of what you want to shoot in your vitals. If you want to do heart shots, you're shooting a little bit lower, but this is just a perfect double lung shot on a whitetail. Another 3D target we've got on the range is a turkey target. This is a life-size 3D turkey target. This is about how big a turkey's gonna be when it's in a relaxed upright position. And here we've got our vitals. This is again a replaceable insert. Got spiders crawling on it. This is a replaceable insert, so if you shoot this insert out, you can replace it for 25-30 bucks, something like that. But very valuable to have this target. I had some buddies out in early April to archery hunt turkey with me, and we came out here on the range, and it was really nice to have this 3D target to really dial in the anatomy of a turkey, how big they're gonna be, and where you wanna be shooting on that bird for a good kill shot. Obviously, as we all know, the head on a turkey is a great place to aim if you've got the correct equipment. Otherwise, if you're shooting for the body, it's important to know where to shoot a turkey when it's in an upright position, strutting position, all sorts of different positions. You can look that up online. So again, I hunt a lot of turkey. Having a 3D turkey target on the range is perfect. I love having it around. Come spring turkey season, this thing's set up, and we're dialing in the bows, and we're making sure that we've got that visual of a turkey in front of us and we're making the right shots. Another fun target we've got on the range is the coyote. As you can see, this is a pretty life-size imitation of a coyote. So if you're out deer hunting and you see a coyote run past your stand and you want to help out with the population, you want to take a shot at it, you know exactly where to aim on the coyote to make a good shot. So having these 3D targets on the range is very beneficial, and they're just a ton of fun to shoot. If you like to go and do 3D shoots locally, or if you travel, you go to Total Archery Challenges, it's not a bad idea to grab a couple of 3D targets, get them set up on your range, so you can have an idea of what you're gonna be shooting when you're on the road and you're going to events like that. So yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna continue shooting the bow, but I just wanted to make this video and go through some of the different targets that I have on my archery range. Hopefully that gives you an idea of the possibilities of targets that you can get for your range. And so yeah, like I say, we've got the bag target, you can move it around. We've got the big backstop, we've got the big block target, the 4x4, lots of different spots to shoot on that, as well as a good target for downrange, long range shots. And then we've got our 3D targets and the benefits that they bring, both in terms of shot placement as well as realistic life-size targets to shoot at for animals that you may be hunting. So anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and if you want to help support the Whitetail Fit brand, get yourself some arrow wraps and vanes, or a hat, t-shirt, hoodie, anything like that, head over to whitetailfit.com, grab yourself something, and yeah, anyway, I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.